Hi, I'm Charlene Pickram, the owner of Pick Empowerment. Well, this week, anxiety and I had an encounter. And I was sensing on Wednesday that something wasn't right. And took a little look in my rearview mirror and could see anxiety slowly peeking around the cars, trying to make a pass to catch up. And but I was busy. I was busy Wednesday. I couldn't, take the time to do a little reflection and see what was going on for me. And so I motored through Wednesday and just happened to be tired enough that anxiety didn't pop up before I went to bed, and I fell asleep and I woke up, and who's lying there with me but anxiety? Yep, just like that. And so Thursday morning, I was in full-blown anxiety and I had no desire to get out of my bed. And I had an appointment that afternoon that I, needed to attend. This wasn't something you could blow off. And I managed to stay into bed till 10 o'clock, and I got up and I started to reflect. Okay, what's going on here? Because there's always a little bit of that resistance to take the time and see what's going on when you're anxious. And so I did the whole, my mental health check. Well, I recognized that I hadn't been getting my, movement because I had sprained my ankle and I wasn't walking for like 6 weeks. And that cut out kind of one of my main strategies: walking, hiking, geocaching. Haven't been doing any swimming, nothing of that kind of nature. And I hadn't replaced it with any other movement. So that was number one in my reflection. Number two, I hadn't been eating very well. It's been hot. I've been busy. I'm just sick of cooking and coming up with ideas of what to cook. When you get in that mode. And not that I've been eating out, but I certainly haven't been eating a balanced diet during the day. And that affects me. I'm aware of that. So, got to get back on track with that. I've been having a lot of social engagement, which of course I love at the moment. I get, really energized with it. And it's great to see people and hear, success stories and everything. But being an ambivert, I need to have some balance, and recognize very quickly that I have not had my quiet time to really reflect and realize what's taking place and make sure I'm putting my strategies in place. 3 out of 5 so far, realized with that reflection and check-in that potentially this is why I'm experiencing anxiety. I further did the whole, right now, what is causing you fear? And for me, it was, some vulnerability pieces for me. And that was causing me to want to pull back a little bit and not move forward on goals that I had set for myself. Change is hard. And if we don't take the time to invest in ourselves and reflection and what works for us and what doesn't work for us and how do we stay on track, nobody else is really going to do that for you, particularly when you're an adult. You're expected to do that yourself, but you have to have the awareness to do it. And and one is an educational piece, but the other piece is that self-awareness piece that really you need to have to engage in reflection and see, you know, what needs are being met and what needs are not being met, and what you as an individual need, you know, from others around you, from yourself, and being able to ask that of others is okay. But sometimes it makes you feel vulnerable. And so I wanted just to, you know, share this with you, because although, you know, I help other people with, you know, topics such as anxiety and fear, it doesn't mean that I'm perfect, by no means. I'm still in my own journey as well. And I think it's important to share that with others and be vulnerable. That's part of having relationship with other, and being courageous to kind of throw things out there in the hopes that you may help somebody else. And that's really a blessing, to be part of something positive for somebody. So I hope you found this video beneficial, and just take time to reflect on self. What works for you and what do you need? And know that you're worth it. And be assertive, not aggressive, trying to attain. Be well.